Hi guys! So today I'm going to do the Harry Potter tag because you just have to, don't you? I have it all written down here. So number one is, what is your favourite Harry Potter book? Now I think my favourite Harry Potter book has to be The Deathly Hallows, just because. But I remember reading it on holiday, and it's that whole thing with Snape. Like, I really did not see it coming, and I was like, what? This is amazing. And I think it's just so clever how everything like ends up, like how she's thought of it all, and it just ends so well. So I think it's going to have to be that one. And I think it came out when I was like 15, Deathly Hallows, and I was at that age where I was like proper into it, even though I read every single book when they came out. Well, not the first two, but because I was too young, but I read them when I was old enough. That one, I was so excited, and I was at that age where it was just like amazing, do you know what I mean? So I think Deathly Hallows. Number two, favourite film. It's really hard. I think the one I watch the most is Half-Blood Prince, and I think that's because it's funny. Like, I think it's the funniest. I love the bit with like Ginny and Harry. I love the Felix Felicis bit. I think it's just so funny with like the pincers. And yeah, there's a lot of funny moments in it, and it's more feel good. So I would say that's my favourite film, Half-Blood Prince. Least favourite book. Okay. So I think my least favourite book and film and everything is Order of the Phoenix, because it's dark. I think it is one of the darkest, because Harry's being isolated and he's so angry and he's so, I don't know, like, I hate Umbridge. She makes me hate life, and I get annoyed when I watch it. I find it hard to watch because I'm just like, I hate you so much. And I think because Harry is angry at like Hermione and Ron and stuff, I think it's not as, obviously I still watch it and I still love it, but it's not as enjoyable as some of the other ones. Part of the book / movie that made you cry. Oh, I cry so much. Obviously when anyone dies, you're like devastated. Like Dumbledore was horrendous. Sirius was horrendous. Dobby, Hedwig, like, although they did not make that, Hedwig was not a big thing in the film, but in the book it was like gut-wrenching. And Fred dying is so horrible. And that in the film, I think they did that quite well, because obviously you've got to do it quick because there's so much to do, but that makes me cry like every single time. Imagine being a twin and not having your twin. So sad. So yeah, I think mainly, well, obviously people dying makes me cry. If you could hook up with any Harry Potter character, who would it be? Ron Weasley. I love him. I think he's funny. I think he's amazing. He would annoy me slightly because he's so like, he's a bit gormless, isn't he? But I just got a massive thing for gingers. I just love them so much. And he's funny. I just love him. So Ron Weasley would be my boyfriend. Who is your favourite character? My favourite character is Luna Lovegood. I just think she's so quirky, and I think she plays it so well. Like, it's not too much, like it's not like, okay, you're just like really weird, because you do sympathise with her, but she's literally like just like so airy, and like she doesn't like know what's going on, and I just love it. She has to be my favourite character, Luna Lovegood. Okay, so what would your patronus be? Okay, so I think I look like a frog. I'll do my frog face. See? It's like a frog. So I think either a frog or a prairie dog. Now, if you don't know what a prairie dog is, it's like a meerkat, yeah, but it's like chubbier. And it's like, it does the same thing, it's like this. And they go, but they're like chubby. And they're really cute. So I think either a prairie dog or a froggy? Would you have the resurrection stone, invisibility cloak, or the elder wand? Oh my gosh, this is so hard. I want to have the resurrection stone, because I don't think you should bring people back from the dead. Like, I'm really lucky I haven't experienced much death, but once they're there, I don't think it's a good idea. And they live a half life. They're not proper with you. I don't think that's good. Elder wand would be cool if you didn't tell anyone about it. But I think invisibility cloak is like amazing, isn't it? And they do so much with it. You can get out of trouble. You can spy on people. Yeah. I'll have the invisibility cloak, please. What house would you be in? I am a Hufflepuff. Now, I knew this anyway. I think you know what you are, like, in your gut. But then, when I got sorted on Pottermore, it confirmed that I am a Hufflepuff. If you could meet any member of the cast, who would you meet? I think probably Rupert Grint again, because I fancy him. And he seems cool. Like, I've seen him like in interviews, and he bought like a hovercraft, like an ice cream van and stuff, like with his money as soon as he finished. I think that's quirky, and I really like him. I think it'd be fun to hang out with. Like, I think quite a few. I think Emma Watson's amazing, and like I love what she's doing now for like oh crap, what's that I don't know what that group's called. You know, when she did the big talk about feminism. But yeah, I think it's amazing what she's doing for like women's rights and like equal rights in general. But I think she would be quite intense, which may be really unfair, and she's a real fun person. But I think I'd prefer to meet Rupert. If you were a Quidditch player, where would you play? Okay. I wouldn't be the keeper, because I can't handle like pressure like that, because it's like all down to you, isn't it, to like not let them score. I couldn't do that. I'd have to be a chaser, wouldn't I? I couldn't be a beater. I would be so scared. I'd be like, oh my gosh. I'm not very good at hitting, to be honest with you, although I could practice. I could be a beater, do you think? Maybe I could be a beater. But I think a chaser, because then you're more on a team and it's not just down to you, and you can just help each other. And also Seeker is too much pressure. I think, I want to be on the team. I don't want to be like, even though they're part of the team, like they're on their own, aren't they? The Seekers and the Keepers. And then you get two little beaters. Maybe a beater then. I think I'm going to be a beater. Yeah. Okay. Were you happy with the ending? Yes, I was so happy with the ending. I know like loads of people aren't happy, and like my boyfriend won't even watch the end of the film. He like turns it off before they like grow older, and I'm like, please. But I think in the film they did the best job they could. Like, obviously they're not grown up, do you know what I mean? Like, I think they did it well, and I think the people did. Like, I think Ginny, Ron, Hermione and Harry, like, they did act like they were their children. I think they did well with it. And let's face it, we wouldn't want it to end any other way, would we, really? Like, you can't be like, oh yeah, Hermione and Ron, like, got divorced and, like, fell out. Like, we'd be gutted. So I don't think she could have really done anything else without, like, an uproar. I think it is a bit cringy, like, that they're all called, like, Severus Albert, like, do you know what I mean? They're all, like, so many names. I wouldn't really have chosen to do that, but it's quite cute, I suppose. Last question. How much does Harry Potter mean to you? Now, I think it's a bit sad how much Harry Potter means to me. Like, I get really offended when people of my generation don't enjoy Harry Potter and don't like it, because I think it's been such a big thing, and it's such an amazing thing that we've had to experience growing up. Like, for most of the years, I've been the same age as the films, if that makes sense, coming out. And I've always gone, I remember going to the first film with my little Hedwig top on, and I was so excited, and like every film has been so exciting that we've seen it come out, and we've been waiting, and we've been at that age where we've gone through it with them. And the same with the books. Obviously I was a lot younger, like I didn't read probably the first 3 until I was like, like year 5, year 4, was that like 10? And they've been out quite like a few years then, and it wasn't such a big thing, but I think it is a big part of my childhood, and I do love it, and I love the studios, and I love them making it bigger, and you want to relive that, and I love everything to do with it, and I'm proud to be a Hufflepuff, and I think there is a chance it is all real, and it's not 100% not real, is it? So really, we could all be muggles, and we just haven't got our letters, and people do live in the Wizarding World. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe. Okay, bye guys!